everyone, and good evening. Welcome to the Linglobe channel. This time, we'll be bringing you content about preserving the world's languages for the future. Please enjoy it to the end.
Linglobe, we usually explore things step by step. So today, we are looking at a presentation called Kanaka Maoli, the Threads of Hawaiian Identity.
Right. It breaks everything down into history, symbols, language, and games.
Yeah, and it keeps it super simple for beginners, which I love. So let's start with the geography. Hawaii, Maui, Oahu, and Kauai. And this idea of the Aloha spirit.
Oh, right. It is not just a greeting, is it?
No, not at all. Think of the Aloha spirit as like the operating system for the islands. It is a social contract based on love and harmony. Like, if you don't treat the land and people right, the system crashes.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And, that system's been running for over 1,500 years. Navigators first got there using just the stars.
Just the stars. That is incredible.
Yeah, and they built these complex chiefdoms over time. But the really wild part is they kept all their knowledge in oral chants. No alphabets at all.
Wait, really? How do you keep track of all that without writing it down?
Well, it was strict. Like, one wrong syllable in a chant was considered a terrible omen, so they had to be exact.
Wow. But then, obviously, the timeline takes a huge hit. King Kamehameha I unified the islands, but then in 1893, the monarchy was unlawfully overthrown.
Right, mostly because of foreign sugar trade interests.
Yeah.
And that led to the U.S. annexation in 1898.
Yeah, which completely changed everything. But that history is exactly what fuels today's sovereignty movement, right? People are actively working on cultural restoration.
Absolutely. And a big part of that restoration is visual. Like, if you look at the state flag, it actually has the British Union Jack on it.
Oh, I have seen that. It is so different from the Kanaka Maoli Banner.
Completely different. The Kanaka Maoli Banner is all about indigenous identity.
Right. It is very simple but powerful. Green for the land, red for the bloodline, and yellow for prosperity. Plus that kāhili, the royal staff, right in the center.
Exactly. And along with the visual symbols, you have the language itself, Lolo Hawaii. It is an Austronesian language, and it is incredibly compact.
Compact? Like, it doesn't have many sounds.
Right. Just 5 vowels and 8 consonants.
That is wild. Oh, and the presentation had this fascinating historical note here, comparing it to the Tiffin script.
Oh, right. The North African script.
Yeah, those angular symbols that were historically passed down by women, like sewn into fabrics instead of written on paper. It just shows how cultures find unique ways to preserve their identity.
That is a great point. And today, Olelo Hawaii is seeing a massive revival. Even basic words carry so much weight for you as a listener to think about. Like, aloha actually connects to the sharing of breath or life energy.
I love that. And mahalo means a lot more than just a simple thank you.
Yeah, it implies a deep spiritual appreciation, which actually ties perfectly into the traditional games.
Oh, the games. They were not just for fun, were they?
Not at all. They combined physical strength, mental strategy, and spiritual connection. Take surfing or hinalulu.
Right. People just think of it as a sport today.
Exactly. But historically, it was a spiritual ocean practice. Yeah. And, the best ways were strictly reserved for the ruling chiefs.
Wow. And then on land, they played ulu maika, which is that intense stone rolling game requiring crazy precision.
Yeah. And kunane.
Yes, kunani. That is the board game that blew my mind. It is so mathematically complex. They actually used it to teach battle strategy, right?
They did. It mirrored guerrilla warfare tactics.
Yeah.
And beyond games, you had competitive arts like hula.
Wait, the dance. How is that competitive?
Well, hula and huopa, which is chanting, were crucial for passing down those genealogies we talked about earlier. Dancers and chanters would challenge each other to see who could remember and perform the history perfectly.
Oh, I see. So it was like a living archive.
Exactly. And that brings us to the summary from the final slide. These 4 pillars, history, symbols, language, and games, they act as the engine of a living culture.
An engine, yeah. Like, it keeps moving forward.
Right. Through immersion schools, media, and ceremonies, they keep this indigenous identity thriving today.
It really shows how the Kanaka Maoli are a people permanently rooted in the ocean, the land, and their story.
Thank you for watching until the end. We will continue to bring you many more languages from around the world. Please subscribe to our channel. See you next time on the Linglobe channel.